Thank you all for coming. My name is Houston Russ, and today I will be showing you how to make chunky guacamole. So we're going to start with an avocado, and this is the top, this is the bottom. You cut from the top down into the pit. Once you hit the pit, you run the knife all the way around until you get back to the top. And then it should come out. If it doesn't come straight out, you can just twist it off. And then with the pit, you just hit it with a knife, twist that, and that should come straight out. Then you take a spoon and you dig out the avocado and toss it in the bowl. Dig out the other one and toss it in the bowl. And to save time, I already put 2 avocados and mushed those up into the bowl. And we're gonna want it chunky, so you don't want to mush it completely up. You're just gonna get it nice and chunky. Stir that around a little bit. And then we are going to take a tomato. And with the tomato, you just cut it like a normal tomato. We're gonna make slices about 1 centimeter to 2. And then what I like to do is I take my tomato and cut the center out. So it looks like this, and then I take that and cut it into little pieces. The reason I do that is because we like chunky guacamole, and we want chunks of tomato and not the mush on the inside. And we're going to take that, put that into the bowl. Already cut up some other. You're just gonna dump that in. And then next we're going to clean this tray. We're gonna take our onion. With the onion, you want to peel it. Peel all the excess skin off. Get it down underneath the green. Takes a second to peel this onion. And once you peel that top couple layers off, what I like to do is I like to cut the top of the onion off, and that's this little piece right here. You cut that top off, and then this way you can lay it right here, and then you make little cuts about 1.5 inches down and about 2 centimeters wide again. We're only going to use a little bit of this onion, so I'm going to take it again and I'm going to cut 90 degrees from where I just cut. Then you're going to turn it on its side. You're going to shave it off. You're going to make about 3 cuts. And that should be plenty. Break those up a little bit. Making me tear up. And that's it for the onion. You want about half a cup of onion and about a half a cup of tomato. Then next we are going to take our parsley. Cilantro. You're going to cut the bottom off, and it's going to leave you with just the top part. And you just got to kind of eyeball the cilantro because you don't want too much because it has a really strong flavor. We're going to use about that much, maybe a little less, but you want to mince this up. Get it real fine because you don't want big pieces of cilantro. We're going to use about 2/3 of this. Sprinkle that in there. Then we're going to take a chipotle pepper. Just one chipotle pepper. And I use San Marcos chipotle peppers. And we're gonna also mince this up. And this is a pretty big pepper, so I might not use all of it because it has a lot of heat to it and pretty strong smoky flavor. But you definitely want to make sure you mince this up really well because you don't want big chunks of that in there. I'm going to take that, scoop it on in there. I'm going to wash my hands real quick. Wipe off the cutting board. And not a lot of people do this, but we're going to take our lime, and all of this stuff has been washed already, by the way, so I didn't have to do it during this. But we're gonna take it and use our grater. We're gonna grate a little bit of that lime off to give it a nice zest. You're gonna do a couple sides, about 3 or 4. Get some nice zest. Try to knock it off, scrape it off.
Just take it and in the bowl.
You're going to take that and scrape it. You can't really see it, but it's just for a little bit of zest. And then we're going to take that same lime, cut it in half on the side, and we're going to squeeze that into the bowl. You want to squeeze as much as you can out because this helps preserve your guacamole. The avocado goes bad really fast, and it also gives it a nice flavor. We're going to use a whole lime for 3 avocados. And then lastly, I'm going to take a little pinch of salt. And that is to preference. You don't want to use too much, you don't want to use too little, but it's however you like it. And then you're going to stir that up. You want to make sure you stir it up really well because the cilantro and chipotle pepper, again, has a really strong flavor. And you want to make sure that everything gets mixed in really well so every bite tastes the same. And this is what the end product should look like. for our chunky guacamole. Thank you for coming out, and have a good day.